today. From Ford Field in Detroit, it's a special Thanksgiving Day presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field. Here. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former UConn and Eastern Kentucky quarterback. It's Tim Boyle.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. But, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
The NFC's Pro Bowl punter a year ago, Jack Fox, on to punt for the Lions. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And taken right on the 30. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Bears take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
He threw for nearly 350 yards. His team won. And one word just kept coming to mind as I watched him during the game. Surgical. Absolutely surgical. That's why he won NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, very precise. The throws maybe as accurate as he's been in some time.
Yeah, I think he feels pretty locked in here. And I think he feels like he can get it done again in this one, too.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Second and 2. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep. They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Bears! A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you plan on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 22 carries, 77 yards.
And even though it's a short week, running backs love when they're in a groove, and that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little bit more here on Thanksgiving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a run with Jefferson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. And they'll try the jet sweep here. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got the hook up to Dylan Cantrell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a 1st down.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And powering through at the 35. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Throwing on 1st down. Boyle. Open man is Cantrell. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. On 2nd down, a run with Jefferson. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Jefferson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 92 yards.
And even though it's a short week, running backs love when they're in a groove, and that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little bit more here on Thanksgiving.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Flushed out right. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. To throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A nice throw there for the first down. And this is a big moment for this young man under center. You know, he's had a few months now to get acclimated to life in the NFL, but you got to think, a little extra pressure here, right, CD? I mean, you're getting the start on Thanksgiving in front of the national audience.
Especially since you and I both know he's watched this game since he was, what, 4, 5, 6 years old and dreamed of playing in it. In fact, his family sent us some of those videos of he and his family in the backyard playing their Turkey Bowl games themselves. So now he's gone from the backyard to the big stage, and here he is.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. Rolling to his right, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 6-yard touchdown run, and the Bears will extend their lead. He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen this, because this young guy, he really makes it happen. So what that tells me is the book on him has to change. You got to now plan for those legs as well as him throwing the football.
That's Barry Sanders Jr. doing.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
How's Barry Sanders Jr. doing?
Touchdown run of 6 yards. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Lions on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Boyle. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47 and to the 43. So down inside the 45, the 43-yard line, that's where they'll take over.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And they'll run on first down with Jefferson.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Off the play fake. Boyle. He finds his man, complete. That's Kennedy. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Jefferson.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Boyle. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position, and even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Boyle. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Gonzalez's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he's been fun to watch run the football.
So far.
I know he can pass, but using his legs effectively here in this one.
No doubt about it. Watch him maneuver in the pocket, out of the pocket, making the plays that he's making, which are breaking down the defense. I thought back to when we had our morning jog before the game, and I couldn't keep up with you. Those legs, they're valuable for his team.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want
Go
to
for the touchdown or the yards.
Throw it on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Taking it right down Broadway.
Oh, nice.
20. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. 5 plays there on that drive. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, here comes Victor Bolden.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On 2nd down, Jefferson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Boyle. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to...
Good old, good old London getting in there for another sack. My God.
This game, obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top
I'll
5
take a
and
look here in a
climb that
second.
ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Here's Jack Fox now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Taking on the midfield logo. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play.
103 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season.
How many yards does he need?
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to under pressure, and he will go down. Set back at the 38. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
I think this
Yards.
defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off
Nice.
35. And they will score. Pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Extra point attempt here still to come. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Oh, London's not even leading our team in sacks. Gibson is.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
He's got, as of, before, I don't know how many he's gotten in this game, but on the website he's got 10 sacks on the season.
They'll start out with Jefferson.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
London has 7.5.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I don't know who has the other half. Oh, Divinity maybe. I don't know.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Jefferson. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up up at halftime. I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go around.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home. And they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working.
How many
only way to play good defense.
passing yards do we have so far?
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back.
That's the other part of it. You could throw one or fewer interceptions and have 350 scrimmage yards.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And it's actually been out of the backfield.
I don't know. I would assume it's passing yards.
Do you just maybe say, maybe this isn't my day. Our running game's going so well, you just continue to lean on that?
I would assume so. I don't really know what it is. Oh.
Your next throw is going to be your best throw, right? Your next play is going to be your best play. Lean on what's working for you right now. That should help carry your team to victory if things keep going in the direction that they are.
Yeah, because the formula has them the lead currently. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Back to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Yes.
Wide open receiver complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back to throw again. And that is complete. So now 2nd and 10.
Do it again.
Completion on first down.
Completion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected
All the
with
time
each
out.
other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
That's the goal for it.
Shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Touchdown!
And
A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime. That is a near-perfect end-of-half drive right there.
And we've seen that many times from the best in the league. But do you really expect to see it done that well by a rookie? And how about the timing? Finishing it almost near the zeros, as you said, right at the end of the half. Great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
You mean the Lions?
Culminates in a touchdown for Chicago.
You said sure glad we're up against the Bears, so I don't know. Didn't know you were GM of the Lions.
Now Bolden on the return. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth. Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see
Instead of the
here.
tight ends.
Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
At least he's throwing this time.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
110 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 2nd down and 3.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll set up a throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. And they'll get this down to the 10.
It's a tight end run?
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Pretty sure we just ran it with the tight end. I think it was one of those like jet tosses. Counted as a pass. Holy shit.
Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. Touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
So it doesn't say it has to be rushing touchdowns. That was also one-handed. That's nice.
A try here for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Yeah, so he should have that.
So that drives 7 plays in length. And the end result is a Bears touchdown.
Oh. See either.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
Oh my God.
It's so tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Throw a pick to my guy, I'd be really happy.
Back to throw. Boyle. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, just
Brings
wait
up
for it.
4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Was a kicker from that distance.
Packers
56,
Thanksgiving
57
game.
yards. So many things you got
That's
to
all
worry
it always
about. I am
is.
a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're
Or
surprised.
not Bears
anything
and
under
Packers,
65
Bears and
that he
Lions.
doesn't get.
Thanksgiving.
Can't get rid of it. He's
Shit.
taken down. They'll wind up
We're getting around too much on that one.
Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. And that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Stocker's got it. Complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
131 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Now a handoff looking right.
Oh my God.
Out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 to 12.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little.
He's 11 yards away.
Because when
You
you see
getting
that type of
that.
a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
It should have. It does. It says rushing / receiving. Should be fine.
From down at the 12,
Yeah,
it's
that's what
first
I
and
do.
10.
Just go ahead and get him about 150 rushing yards and be fine.
And a pickup of
But, you know,
4 down
give it to Barner.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
And then null.
They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Jesus.
Luke
I
Stocker.
get that.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears continue to pour it on.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch
That's
under center.
4 total
Always talk
touchdowns,
about,
isn't it?
You know, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them
Oh,
up.
boss, it looks like you're going to become a superstar.
It seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Lions offense set to take over. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On 2nd down now. Jefferson, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the gun, Boyle. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, a contested ball.
Aw.
It's going to be caught. A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
I want to take the
That might be exactly
reflection on that
this
one.
home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So you got to work on something else now.
All the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the give, this is Jefferson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end. Complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23. We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Boyle. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Boyle. This one brought in by Jefferson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And this one taken in by Cephas. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Off play action. Boyle.
Oh,
He's going to be sacked.
there we go.
Back at the
It's another
23-yard
sack.
line. A very costly sack there on
11 sacks on the season.
back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th.
Guess there was no Lion touchdown coming.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Oh, never mind. Oh,
Operating from the
I didn't
gun.
realize what down it was.
Nowhere to go.
Oh, you.
He lost the football. And this is picked up by the
Oh my
Bears.
God.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't
I
he?
think he got taken out by the fin or by
Watching him play, the one thing comes to
lineman.
mind is always remember traffic, turbulence, people around you.
It's just like, I'll take another sack.
Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On play action, they'll throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Now the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Boyle. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to have a Lions first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. On first down, Boyle. That's taken in by Hanson, complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Taken in at the 22. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game is certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
No, I want to get a sack or a pick.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
He's either going to go over 1,000 yards this game or by next game.
They'll run. It's Barner. And he gets it down to the 32.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack.
As soon as I said that, Barner ships up.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this one down to the 25.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming
Get him
up.
20 more
He's a
yards.
tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And finally, down it goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he will get into the end zone.
There we go.
It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw,
That puts him over 1,000 yards on season.
It looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Now the try here for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Detroit back in possession of the football. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Throwing on 1st down. Boyle over the middle, complete. It's Kennedy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking sideline, incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Boyle. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves. But they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Chicago, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Lions, their woes continue as the record falls now to 1-10. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
I got the superstar.
Off. Yeah, congrats, man. Oh. So I only had tackles. Oh, I only had one tackle. Two total. Just didn't throw it my way at all. Deflection. Know as long as it is. One punt for 30 yards. We improved the score. The last game. The Lions are managed to score more on the pack than they did on us both times.